The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hello and welcome to the end of the review party summer. I'm so sorry to say it, everybody. I'm not sorry to say I'm Brent.
I'm not sorry to say I'm Matt.
I'm proud of it, actually. But yeah, to explain further, this is reviewparty.com. It's a podcast about reviews on the internet, and we make fun of them. It's a kind of comedy situation.
Mm-hmm.
Target reviews, I know we do a lot of those. It's almost just become a Target review podcast.
Pretty much exclusive.
Yelp, Letterboxd, Steam, all types of places we get those reviews, huh?
Yeah.
But we had this big summer event. The regular listeners, I hope you remember the summer of reviewparty.com. It was going to be our summer. And, yeah, we didn't even set up the slip and slide.
Like grains of sand through our outstretched fingers. There it went.
There it went. Have you ever set up a slip and slide that wasn't a name brand slip and slide, sort of a jerry-rigged slip and slide, as they say? Like with garbage bags? You ever do a garbage bag slip and slide?
I don't know that I've personally done a garbage bag slip and slide, to be honest.
You know, I was gonna scoff at doing that, but now that you say you haven't, I think it's something you should probably do.
Probably.
It's sort of like, I don't know, like skipping through the dandelions.
Okay.
Like watching the sunset and the sunrise in the same night.
Oh.
It's that same sort of feeling. I got a feeling from this review.
Yeah?
I'll start with this one. I got a feeling, that this review from Amazon for Hunt's Smack Pack Pudding 3.25 ounces 36 variety pack is going to be a funny review for us. Joey419 titles their review Incorrect Nutritional Info. They write,
Oh boy.
The reason I purchased these was because the order info said excellent source of calcium. The actual nutritional label on the pudding says 0% calcium. I'm sure they are tasty, but I'm looking for snacks for my 94-year-old grandmother that have at least some nutritional value. 1 star.
Give her a glass of milk. If you're that concerned. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, more calcium wouldn't the breakfast cereal be the go-to?
Does grandma have teeth? Do we know?
Yeah, that's what I thought immediately.
You just have to let the grape nuts sit there for about half an hour, and then they'll be ready to go.
I mean, isn't oatmeal with the milk then the solution?
Ooh, yes. What old people call hot cereal.
That's right, exactly.
You want some hot cereal, darling?
Like, what are you?
No, I don't want hot Lucky Charms. That sounds terrifying.
No, I mean cream of wheat. What?
Definitely not.
That's not the Quaker Oat man. Who is that guy?
If anyone's creaming any wheats
Who is
anywhere,
he?
I don't want anything to do with it.
That cream of wheat chef. You know the guy I'm talking about.
I think I do. The YouTube guy?
No, just the guy who's on the cream of wheat box.
Oh, let me see. Cream of wheat box. Not the Quaker. This is a different man?
No, it's a whole different man.
Oh, this guy could cream me anytime.
He's handsome.
He's a good-looking dude. Big, white, toothy smile.
Yeah.
I bet that's some dense cream of wheat he's holding in that bowl, but he's holding it up with one hand.
And you know what the
he's
box I am seeing says? Excellent source of iron and calcium.
I bet Grandma could use some iron, too.
Yeah, you got those brittle bones. Why are you trying to give Grandma just snack packs? Come on.
Yeah, what is she? Billy Madison, bro?
treat your grandma like the 90-year-old she is and get her some hot cereal.
Oh, grandma would go crazy for some crema of wete with some honey drizzle or some brown sugar.
I just found the most unhinged cream of wheat advert, maybe advert ever. Let's play our describe what you see game.
Okay, we've played it a lot lately, but I think it's a popular game. Oh my god! So that's not the cream of wheat man I know. There's an eviler, sort of twisted, sort of it version of the cream of wheat man. Pulling out of the box or putting into the box, I'm not sure. This freaky cream of wheat man is putting a baby into a box of cream of wheat, which also has the same man on it. Who knows? He's in the same outfit. He could have modeled for this box art just mere hours ago, and now he's putting the baby in it to ship out. Is cream of wheat just aged baby?
The tagline at the bottom of the image there.
Where healthy babies come from. So he's taking it out of the box, a stork situation.
This is an unboxing.
The best part of cream of wheat is when you buy some cream of wheat, it comes with a baby. You can feed the baby, go, wow, that baby's healthy now. And then, boom, disposable baby.
Feel good about yourself.
Feel good about, well, if the baby's getting that much, is looking that good after that cream of wheat. I just am not showing.
That's where the protein comes from. I give your grandma a baby. She'll be so revitalized.
I got it. No. Okay, what this picture's making me think of now is the baby wasn't working, so he had to put it in the box of cream of wheat until it started working. The baby's been in there 3 or 4 days. Finally got all that whatever was messing him up out of there.
Ugh.
You throw that box out now. You don't eat that.
Yeah. That's like the baking soda you put in the fridge. You don't cook with that.
Imagine doing that. That's like worse than using hot dog water to make mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? You don't do that. No, you would never, right?
I have never. I don't think I would. Anything once, but I don't think I'd make a habit.
Someone very close to me tries to convince me that making pasta with hot dog water is not cursed. I'm not trying to cook hot dog grease. All that grease leaving the hot dog, that's good for me. I don't want that in there. Get that out of there. That's the whole good part of cooking a hot dog. So it's just like when you put the baby in the cream of wheat. It's like when you boil a hot dog, you get all the bad gook out there, and then you can enjoy it. Do you have a review?
I do. As long as we're talking about old people, I've got one that'll just fit right in line. This is an Amazon review for the PrepWorks by Progressive dishwasher safe 16-slice thin apple slicer and corer with attached safety cover. It's an apple slicer, only it gives you thinner slices than normal. We got it.
I'll hold my applause for after the review.
This is a review from Greg from the Borough. Greg titles his review, "Need a hydraulic press to get through an apple." And Greg writes, "I've used a large stainless steel apple cutter for years. Bought this for my elderly mother so she would eat more apple. I thought this one would be safer for her to use, less chance of cutting fingers. In a way, it is. I'm a big, strong man, but I can't push this thing through an apple. Talk about being unsafe. The number of small slices caused too much drag/friction to use. Got out a hammer, which didn't work too well. Threw it in the trash. 1 star.
I'm no physicist.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm college. I have a liberal arts degree. I took some science courses. Don't more points of contact equal better, easier pushing through? Am I goofed on that?
Well, more. My college science is saying more points of contact means less force on each point.
But I'm thinking about like pushing a fork through butter versus a knife through butter. But knives are made they got that wedge, that microscopic wedge made for pushing through stuff. So I'm trying to think, I need like a fork, but with knives. I need a nork.
Okay.
Just to test out if this is true or not.
I think we could get some trials going for this.
We're going to need a lot of tape.
A lot of apples.
Maybe a lot of apples. A lot of knives. Hammers. Maybe some spacers. We'll just get some gum, some juicy fruit, make our own. Make an afternoon of it, chewing gum and making knives. Making Wolverine claws. Okay, see, that's... We don't even need to do that because I've read a Wolverine comic and I happen to know that when you got 3 cool blades coming out of your hand, it's very easy to cut through stuff.
That's true. The more blades, the better.
Right. Imagine if a lightsaber had like a trident situation going on. That's scary. You could cut the shit out of some apples with that for sure.
That'd be delicious.
Exactly. Yeah, it would. You would get that apple crisp, that little apple pie browning on it with every cut. That's genius. Forget the freaking the apple core pusher slicer thing. Get your grandma a lightsaber. Get her a kyber crystal. Bring her to the moons of Tesseract, and build yourself granny a apple slicing lightsaber.
She's got to be in tune with the Force to wield it properly, but she's pretty old. I'm sure she's wise in her ways.
Right, she's gonna pass those wisdom checks. We can only hope. If not, then back to the drawing board with her fruit intake. I guess I think this is why old people be liking berries
and mashed bananas and things like that.
Old people go crazy for berry sales, man. Just go. If you don't want a good price on a berry, I recommend actually seeking out berry sales just for yourself to enjoy some berries, people. But if you don't like berries, I still would recommend going just to watch the old people.
Yeah.
Their weird attraction
like
to the berries. Grazing. Yeah, you'll see an old hippie and an old MAGA hat wearer on opposite sides of the berry patch. The little, what would you call it? The shelf at the grocery store. Mm-hmm. They know each other's there, but they don't acknowledge each other, like a lion and a wildebeest at the
taking a little sippy sip, yeah.
Oh, they do take. Yeah, that's the other thing. You'll watch those dirty-handed bastards. Sample. Get that sample, that unauthorized free sample. That casual stealing, that casual felony.
That's the thing. That was on Everybody Loves Raymond. That's such a thing.
Yeah. Finally, Matt, we've advanced through the bits enough. We've reached Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh God, yeah. What content, Grandpa? You yelled at the store clerk. No, I'm testing out the grapes. I'm allowed to do the. No, that's stealing, Grandpa. Wow, this is riveting television.
And I haven't shopped at enough old-timey grocery stores because I was not alive to shop at this black and white grocery store I'm picturing. But I feel like back in the day, you do that to a mom and pop grocery store, that's even more frowned upon. So they can't use the excuse, well, back in my day,
yeah,
we stole from people all the time.
Unless you know the mom and the pop, you're not gonna be sneaking from their berries.
Yeah, unless you got a thing with Jerry the berry guy, you shouldn't sneak berries. It's just rude. Puts the workers in an awkward spot, doesn't it? And the people that are going to buy the food that you touch with your grubby old people bone hands. Yeah, that's the part for me. And the other thing, it's not even that they're touching it. It's like fruit is not clean from the grocery store, gamer.
That is true, too.
You got to wash your fruits and vegetables, please. And it's not even the grocery store's fault. It's just been through so many hands before it gets to that shelf.
I've heard things.
I've heard things. I've seen the ways. We got lots of time. You want like a quicker one, or you want this long one out of the way here?
Oh, let's eat that big boy.
Let's see what this big boy has to offer. I bring reviews to review party for a lot of reasons. You know, it's usually as simple as, I think this is kind of funny for some reason. There's not much more. But this is one of those, it's like, it's a little different, but I think I want to submit it to the annals of review history.
Okay.
It's just such a wild review. This is an Amazon review for the Utiki pickleball paddles, set of 2, graphite surface with high grit and spin. USAPA approved pickleball set, pickleball racket, lightweight, polymer, honeycomb, non-slip grip with 4-arter balls and bag. It's a pickleball set.
Pickleball time. Here we go.
Pickleball. Yeah. Have you ever pickled any balls? I feel like that's one lawn sport I haven't touched.
Man, no. Like, when I was in high school, that was the sport that they did in the slacker gym. While my gym was like, we're gonna run laps and lift weights and do strange. We're gonna help the wood shop quote test out the baseball bats they made.
So, what you're saying is I would have been having a blast playing pickleball
yeah.
If I went to your high school while you were across the way.
It's so strange. It's just like, what is the shark dance? The Katy Perry doot baby shark. No, that was a different thing. Baby Shark. That was a song I remember from Scout Camp when I was a young boy.
Oh, no. I remembered the Scout kid showing me that song in, like, 2nd grade.
So that really warped my brain when that became a thing. I'm like, no, but it's been a thing. And now pickleball, I'm like, I've never said the word pickleball without disdain in my voice because I've always viewed it as a slacker sport. Now everyone's like, hey, you want to go play pickleball?
Yeah, now it's kind of a hip, I don't know, almost like what's it called?
It's a trend.
It's trendy, just kind of like disc golf was trendy.
Yeah.
For a time, it's still trendy maybe. But let's it seems like Scrabble Man is deep in this world, so let's Scrabble Man talk about it. He says a perfect paddle for beginners and intermediates. All right, bear with me. This is a long one, but we'll get there. As an advanced beginner, he had me from this sentence. As an advanced beginner in pickleball, with decades of experience in just about every other racket sport out there, I was shopping for a high-quality paddle at a budget price. A lot to ask, I know, but I was determined. I had done my research beforehand and had a specific criteria in mind. Otherwise, it would have been a nearly impossible task to wade through hundreds of confusing choices on Amazon. Most of the name brand paddles start from in an $80 to $100 range, with some pro models hitting $200. The John Boulahen Bon John's Hyperion, for example. There's a lot more words than actually was there.
Okay.
Jula Ben John's Hyperion. It sounds almost as ridiculous. I definitely was looking for something much more affordable, but without sacrificing anything on my checklist. First of all, I wanted a standard, quote, standard shape and overall dimensions. Nothing elongated or wide-bodied. Then I opted for a graphite carbon fiber surface versus wood or fiberglass.
Yeah.
You have to have it. With a polymer honeycomb core. Lightweight was important, but not overly so. I didn't want a paddle so light that it would compromise power. Ooh. So I strove for 7.8 OZS with a max of 8 OZS. I also wanted a 5-inch handle with a grip circumference no more than 4.25 inches.
God.
Regarding this last detail, I had to eliminate many paddles from dozens upon dozens of candidates because they came with a 4.5-inch grip. A thicker grip circumference is perfect for those with very large hands or for those used to fat grip of a tennis racket. Personally, I've become very accustomed to a thinner grip of my head racquetball racket, 4 inches plus. I wear a leather glove while playing, so for me, 4.125 and 4.25 is the ideal compromise for pickleball. Even a 4-inch grip would have been fine because I could always add overgrip tape to a thin handle. But little can be done if the handle is too thick to begin with. On paper, at least, the Utiki Model U1 paddle fits my criteria, plus they are both very well reviewed. I finally narrowed my choices down to a couple of different brands, including the Utiki Model U1 set, which had the bonuses of 4 balls and a carrying case. I decided to order the Utiki 2-paddle set, as well as sets from the other companies, for sake of comparison. I figured it doesn't hurt to have, quote, extra guest rackets lying around. Worst comes to worst, as a Prime, quote, member, I could always do a free return to Amazon within 30 days. My Utiki set was delivered the day after it was ordered. I unboxed it and was immediately impressed with how well everything was packaged. No issues whatsoever with any items having dents or scratches. All advertised contents were included. The 4 yellow outdoor pickleballs are of much higher quality than the usual throwaways that come with the discounted sets. The zippered case is nicely constructed and well padded. I wish it were a bit more roomy inside, or had an attached mesh pocket for some extras, keys, cell phones, wristbands, etc. Yet, although very compact, the case holds all contents of the set perfectly and securely. Both rackets and the 4 balls fit. See photo. It has a handle, but no shoulder strap. Not a biggie for me. And it uses 2 zippers each to unzip down the sides, so 7/8 of the way. Very nice. As for paddles themselves, they looked awesome right out the box. The moment I picked one up, gave it my favorite shake hands grip. Did a few air swings. Everything felt perfect. So, did the Utiki paddle come, a paddle check on my boxes? Well, to be honest, not 100% at first. For instance, each racket weighed in at 7.6 ounces, which is lighter than advertised estimated weight of 7.8 ounces. I also used a Taylor tape measure for grip circumference, and it came out to be slightly more than the advertised 4.25. See photos. I complained in an email to their customer service department. I am happy to report that they stepped up in a very timely manner to resolve these issues to complete satisfaction. It really says something when a company stands behind its products. It's gratifying to know Utiki is a reputable company aiming to build a strong and loyal client base in these burgeoning domestic and global pickleball market. Here's what I learned from the customer service specialist. The grip circumference should be a little larger because it includes cushioned ribs, which were designed to be anti-slip between each finger. I am also aware that even expensive paddles can only promise a range of weight, which could be vary as much as 0.6 ounces. There are numerous brands of inexpensive adhesive lead tape on Amazon that sells to bulk up a paddle by a half ounce or so. All right, we're in the home stretch.
Okay.
Of course, the proof is in the performance. After hours of playing the Ukiti paddle, I was pleased with my paddle. The grip, although slightly thicker than I'm used to, felt very comfortable and non-slip. The racket exhibited excellent control and had a generous sweet spot. With its subtly textured surface, I was able to generate decent topspin and backspin, and the lightweight nature of the paddle did not produce any hand, wrist, or arm fatigue even after 2 hours playing. What the paddle lacked, though, was power. Perhaps with the additional weight from lead tape, I would have been more likely to generate additional power. For beginners, however, the most important element is control, and I feel like this is where the paddle excels. All in all, given the excellent value of product quality, extras, and customer service, I would highly recommend the Utiki Model U1 set to any beginner and intermediate level player. 5 stars.
Bro, you could have just had that last sentence and that would have been fine. I can highly recommend it. That's all you need to say. Wow.
Yeah, he was... The sauce was lost, I guess.
Getting down to the minutia
Mm-hmm.
of grip thickness.
Right, I felt like I was in a like mech sim game where I was customizing every little part on my robot for perfect balance. Except I was playing fucking pickleball instead.
Man, yeah, I've never been much of a paddle sporter, but jeez Louise.
You weren't in a frat.
My dude's measuring.
Yeah, I sent Matt the picture of the aforementioned measure picture. He's got the tape out, got the one-hand grip to show the inches.
It's just under 4.5. God. Yeah, I mean, if you're into paddle sports, you know topspin and all that stuff, and you're going to know how to make me feel very nervous very quickly. Because I was like, you mean I don't just swing my arm like in Wii tennis? Is that not?
Yeah, it's very intimidating being a sports hobbyist. You know, an enjoyer of silly hobbyist sports.
I'm just a hobbyist.
And then encountering the true hobbyist. When they put the sweatband on and it's not Nike brand, it's like a pickleball specific brand swoosh on there. Jeez.
Yeah, like, oh, no. They make special... Seriously, I saw some article the other day, like, if you're going to get into pickleball, there are special pickleball shoes. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course there are, I'm sure. But
I'm sure someone is trying very hard to make money off of pickleball.
In the same way you've got indoor volleyball shoes, or like if you're a pro bowler, your shoes are going to be different depending on which one's your drag foot, because you want that one to slide or not slide. It's like, I'm just going to bowl like once a year, maybe. I don't need to worry about that stuff.
Right. When you're getting into that world of a specialized equipment for your hobby, that's like, you got to ask yourself some life questions before you make that purchase.
Yeah. I had a friend who was into disc golf, and he is into disc golf. And he's like, you should come disc golfing with me. And he had like, I don't know, 20 discs. And I was like, that's cool. Maybe I'll get some of my own. I just found like a set of 3 that I could buy online. It was the driver, the mid-distance, and the putter. I was like...
The big 3, the Mario Golf triple.
What you need. Like, different discs are going to go different ways depending on what you... Like, this one's gonna cut back to the left if you give it with the little tilt and a little tilt like that. Like, or I could just... Maybe just learn how to throw the 3 that I have really well.
Right. There is a certain goodness to keeping it simple, right? It's not like a video game where you have a designer laying out the steps of learning and getting good and having fun while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're relying on Scrabble Man to teach you, and he starts off, well, this is the 3/4 slicer. You know, you're gonna want to use it on a dog leg like this. Or, you're just going to really pickle yourself there.
And my eyes glaze over.
Yep, and then you're chewing on a tree.
Huh?
And you're taking bites out of a branch. Because that's more comforting than pickleball.
Yeah, I'm not here to... I mean, nothing wrong with being embarrassed every now and then, but I don't need some guy like Scrabble Man embarrassing me.
Right.
Because he's not going to read. He's going to, yeah, man, I'm the best. Like,
oh, that's the thing about hobbyists like this. It's like, there's no, the let's just have fun and screw around. They lose that capability.
Yeah, their eyes become fogged with the mist of war.
Right. And competition is fun. But like you got to go about it a certain way, you know what I mean? You got to read the air, so to speak.
You got to sniff that breeze
and suck on that pickleball breeze. But before that, let me send you one more picture.
Okay.
From this ad copy here. We'll play the game because this is just a treat.
Wow. Okay. It does say a must-have for beginners and intermediate players. And we've got, I don't know, Jody Blonde Hair here, who seems to be lunging with like an electric glowing pickleball paddle. Like it looks like it came straight out of Tron. It's glowing with the UTQ logo.
After she hits that pickleball, she can smack some flies with it.
Yeah, and there is, in fact, the high quality yellow ball that Scrabble Man was so like drooling over.
Yep, set that Photoshop blur to like 73%.
Yep, little wobble, little ghosting on the edge.
Very nice.
And in the background, just an abandoned tennis court because everyone's like, the pickleball people are here. Let's get the heck out.
We got time, right? We can go to the tennis court on the other side of town. The pickleballers. Jody Pickleball, look at her. She's getting in the stance and everything.
Ugh, Jody.
Okay, let's go to break.
Break time.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to... Ew. Welcome to Crap App Reviews.
Is that your new radio jock soundbite for that one?
That's the working plan, yeah.
It works. It works.
So good. What is Crap App Reviews, you might asking? Well, it's in the name, Crap App Reviews. I go to the Apple App Store and I find an app. In this case, it is the game Crossy Road.
Crossy Road.
And I find 1-star reviews for this because it's a crap app. It's not to say that it really is a crap app, but it's the opinion that these people hold. So it's all 1 stars. I may be saying 1 star at the end. I may not. Just know that they're all 1-star reviews for Crossy Road. For those of us who don't know, Crossy Road is like maybe like a spiritual brother to Flappy Bird, and that it's just a thing you can continuously kind of play and try and not get hit or not hit a thing.
It's like an old Atari game where
sort
you
of
just
Frogger-esque,
go.
Yeah. A review from a normal kid who loves Roblox. Normal kid who loves Roblox titles their review, "Bad game, no big chungus." And they write, "I was playing this game when I realized Big Chungus isn't in it. I am so mad at the world because of this bad game. Delete now."
I mean, that's usually why I stop playing games too.
It suddenly dawns on you that there is no Big Chungus.
Like the Lion King giant African sun suddenly appearing over the horizon. Except it only represents a void where Big Chungus can be.
Here is a review from Yui or Gittiger. They title the review "One-Dimensional Ad Machine," and write, "This app is a one-trick pony, and that one trick is making you watch a 180-second Royal Match ad 10 times an hour. 1 star." That's why we don't play free games, my friend.
Yeah.
That's why we don't.
That is the mark of a crap app.
Isolation Jeff titles his review "Stupid People," and writes, "Stop giving me people as a prize. I want Arctic animals." I'm assuming you can get different, like, little things to cross the road.
Yeah, little avatars.
Little avatars to cross the road. Hotboy 6372824646 titles their review, "This game is a scam," and writes, "I have no coin because the game is racist."
Hell yeah, brother.
Somebody else did say it was racist too, so I don't know what's going on.
So it might be onto something, huh?
Something is afoot. Bobcats Forever titles their review, "Bro, stop, just stop," and writes, "This game is good, but it makes my heart break. The fact they added kittens, dogs, leopards makes me cry because I am bad at this game, so it gives them cruel deaths. Maybe next time you could add less violence, please. Broken heart emoji."
So they kind of want to play an auto runner game where you play as a Nazi just because of the inevitable death at the end.
Yeah, let them die. That's all fine.
But then, I don't know, I wouldn't feel very motivated to get very far in the game.
I don't want that guy to cross the road.
I could let this Nazi get hit by a car right here, now.
Push him right into traffic. That should be the next game. Pushy traffic. This is from Name Alley Cat. They title their review, "Help, please. Please read to end. I have a big fear of chickens. The first time I saw this app, I pooped my pants so much that I started to levitate." It sounded like a gun. The other people on my street were calling 911 because they thought that somebody was shooting a gun, but it was just my poop. Then I was levitating out my window and went to space. I took my phone, though. That is how I am writing this. I am running out of air, so please help and do not download. SOS, I am near a big rock if anyone tries to find me.
Remember being at that age where jokes were just like fantastical, imaginative lies?
Yes.
That was the joke?
Yeah. I kind of liked it. It brought me back to those days.
Well, I mean, I poop so much I levitate is a very...
That was funny.
The whole thing was worth it for that.
Very apropos, here's a review from Brownhole927. They titled the review, Ain't Gonna Happen, laugh cry emoji. Quote, now a word from our sponsors. Closes app.
Yeah, I mean...
That's the move.
Brown Hole showed him how to go, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Oakley Diamond titles their review Add More Cheese, which is seemingly unrelated to the body of their review, which reads, my little brother tried to recreate this game. It didn't end well, 0 out of 10.
They got jokes. They always got jokes in the crap app reviews.
They always do.
They're always like, what's the best platform for my comedy? Oh, 1 of 10 million 1-stars review on this app? Let me shoot my shot.
I think I'll end with this one. This is appropriate. This comes to us from Tony, Queen of Apps and Games. Tony titles their review Awful Experience and writes, so when y'all are drinking blood, how do you do that? Do you put sugar in it? I'm just wondering. And I don't know.
I think it's an acquired taste, as you would say, right?
Yeah. It's not for everybody. Some people do enjoy Splenda, maybe. It's just like mayo and Miracle Whip.
A couple creams. I'd take my blood with 2 creams. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. I was gonna say you don't want to know where the vampire's getting the cream.
Mm.
It's a bit of a semen joke to go with the poopy jokes. I mean, the app does sound very bad. I think we learned a lesson.
Sounds like a stupid game for stupid kids. It
Crossy
is.
Road. It's very sad that phone app games could be such a paradise, but it's become such a hole where it's like you have to wade through 10,000 actual scams.
Yes, literal scams.
To play something good.
That's crap app reviews. Now you know what it is.
PU.
Yeah.
There you go. What do I got? That was extremely base and dumb people humor.
Do you have any highbrow?
I have some highbrow rich people smart bourgeoisie humor here. This is from Amazon. It's for the book. It's not a long review. I don't think we'll have much to say, but boy, will it make your brain explode. This is the all-time book of fascinating facts by Charles Reichblum.
Okay.
Our review is written by Kristen Prinzing. They title it The Irony of Charles Reichblum, a.k.a. Dr. Knowledge. They write, the book is okay for learning some trivia. However, what I found is his annoying habit to call coincidences ironic. For instance, when future First Lady Nancy Reagan was a child, she was in a school play entitled First Lady. She later married Ronald Reagan and became the First Lady when Ronald Reagan won the presidency. Reichblum calls this ironic. It's not. It's a coincidence. Irony is when something opposite to what one thought would happen. An example of irony would be a firehouse burning down. However, it is ironic that Dr. Knowledge does not know this. 4 stars.
Dang, got him. Called him out. He's shamed in the streets.
Doctor, imagine you're just asking for it, creating a name for yourself, just calling yourself Dr. Knowledge.
Not just Mr. Knowledge, but Doctor.
That sounds like a Golden Age DC Comics villain.
Ooh.
You could never handle Dr. Knowledge Superman. He has knowledge of your worst insecurities, like how you think your butt looks funny in your Superman undies. How ironic.
I'm glad we all learned what irony is. That's
No, it's a great explanation. A firehouse burning down that is like a really good, quick explanation of irony.
And a funny one too.
Our podcast being funny is just a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
It's ironic when Joe Rogan's podcast is funny. If you got nothing more to say about the fascinating facts, I think I figured it would be a quickie. Mm-hmm. The review did it for us.
Yeah. I'm happy though. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was too spicy to a finisher. We can't have some smart joke as the finisher. We need a poo-poo ha-ha. No spoilers though.
You want to move along?
What do you got for me?
You want to move along? I've got a Google review for Ritter's Frozen Custard in Franklin, Indiana. This is a typical frozen custard type place. Brittany Copeland has this to say. Usually I have great experiences at this Ritter's. Tonight, not so great. I ordered our usual, got my brownie sundae. The brownie was extremely hard and the sundae had barely any fudge. I walked up to the window and was greeted by the young man who said, "Oh, we are not allowed to remake it. I can give you a new brownie." I didn't want a new brownie. I paid $6.10 for my sundae. It should have been remade. I threw it away. I asked the kid's name to contact their manager and was told, it's against policy to give out our names.
Hell yeah.
Not only are prices $1 higher here than in Indianapolis, the employees are rude and unprofessional. 2 stars.
Matt, I know prices be different in different places, even among the U.S.
Yeah.
But for a custard ice cream sundae
with a brownie,
and it sounds like there's some fixins for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think $6.10 in 2023 is that crazy of a price?
Pretty reasonable, I'd say.
I'd say that's pretty reasonable. I have a little, not mom and pop, but chain within the region,
mm-hmm.
within the area, custard place on the block, actually. I don't know. You get a small thing of custard, you're already pushing $7.
Whoa.
Let alone the primo price, you know what I mean? But custard's thick.
It is. It's good stuff.
You're buying a lot of milk.
You know how many egg yolks are in that stuff?
Oh, yeah. Them bitches ain't going down. Every time you crack an egg, you gotta think you're throwing a I was gonna say a Benjamin.
I haven't worked in fast food service such as you, but the first complaint she says is that the brownie was hard. And then she says, "Oh, he said I can give you a new brownie. I don't want a new brownie. You want the whole thing remade?" Like, what?
Yeah.
Take the bonus brownie.
It sounds like she walked up and said, this brownie's hard. And he was like, well, I can get you a new brownie. And if she was like, there's not enough fudge, he would have been like, I can get you a side of fudge to pour on it.
No, make the whole thing fresh. Like, what? But what? But why?
I would have took that new brownie. Then you got 2 brownies.
Yes. So you do a brownie sandwich. My goodness.
Oh, wow. She could have brought her like, average experience. I don't. You got high expectations first. I'm sure that custard was banging.
She threw it away. I can't. That's
very wasteful.
Like, not even just eating the custard and being happy with that. I love fudge too. I'm not gonna say I don't love fudge, but I don't need fudge necessarily to enjoy custard.
Right. I don't fudge around when it comes to that hot brown. But custard's worth the price of admission right there. That's that premium. If ice cream could get any better, it's custard. It's like the premium. It's like the lobster to the crab. You know what I mean? You're going to pay a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could use a little more fudge, that's just a life that's just something in life I've learned to accept. Ice cream places aren't going to give me as much fudge as I want. Pancake places aren't going to give me as much syrup as I want.
There's going to be one way to go out of this world. It's drowning in fudge. I'd die happy. It's never going to happen, but I would die happy.
I think you become, I forget which zombie movie it's in, but Tar Man. You want to be like Tar Man, but fudge.
Brains. Is that, yeah. Return of the Living Dead.
Is that what it is? That one's crappy, right?
Am
I misremembering?
Very campy, yeah.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Where they're like, yeah, let's party in the cemetery. Yeah, I'll take my top off. Boobies. You're like, what's going on? Oh, no, they burned a zombie body and now there's acid zombie rain and the cemetery's coming to life. Yeah, that thing sucks, but it's great also.
I've seen most of the old George Romero's, and as campy as they are, I feel like it breaks the mold in so many good ways, too, that it makes it easier to watch. I remember watching Tar Man kind of recently and being like, ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, it's real silly.
But, I didn't go calling that director and say, hey, I want more fudge in my zombie movies. Oh, you want a whole new zombie movie? No. I want you to go back and re-edit this one.
The whole, from everything. Redo it.
Put this one in a mall this time. I like the ones where they're in the mall.
Malls just work.
Malls just work in zombie movies. There's a hardware store. That's going to be a fun scene.
Hardware, sports equipment, and...
Oh, you're gonna use some improvised weaponry from the sporting goods store? Oh, wow. You got Home Alone in my zombie movie. You got zombie movie in my Home Alone. You got a hard brownie in my sundae.
I ain't complaining.
Yeah, I'm mad. I should be more mad that she wasted the food.
Seriously.
It's not like it was foul or curdling. But I am more mad she didn't just take the damn brownie. Bro was ready to nestle it and warm it up like a chicken on its eggs for you. I'm so glad they didn't give this lady their name.
Yeah, that's such a good move. Like teenagers band together.
When I'm in that situation, I just give my name now. I used to give a fake name. I always thought that was really funny. But now I just give my name like, yeah, go ahead and tell my managers what I said. They can talk to me about it. It'll be funny. Oh, yeah, this dude didn't want a brownie. Oh, you offered him a brownie? Yeah, I tried to give him a brownie. Oh. Well, and they wanted your name? That's weird. That would be that conversation.
Get this, Stan. Then she threw out the whole sundae.
I bet she threw it in their garbage, too, so it's just going to make
you get that soup.
The heavy, wet garbage. That was the worst. That's really the worst. Never pour water in a garbage bag at an establishment. That is super cruel. Might as well spit on the glass door and take take a shit on the counter on the way out.
Working at a conservation district. If it wasn't, most of the trash cans were in good enough repair that rain wouldn't get in, but that didn't stop the bike trail drinkers from dropping their 40s in there.
Yeah,
it's just a soup of beer and God knows what else.
Yeah, beer, coffee, and question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and inevitably you have to inspect it. No leak, right? And no matter how sure you are, you're leaving a trail of pee.
Double bag. You don't want to throw that in the back of your truck. No, the truck will stink.
It's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit it with the sploosh. You have now entered anti-sploosh mode. Drastic measures that need to be taken. Take the brownie.
Always take the brownie.
Always take the brownie. That's the moral of this week's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and here in ReviewBard.com, episode 168. If you made it to the end, you're in the Real Ones Club. Congratulations.
Thanks, all.
Thank you. Now that we've thanked you, now that you've thanked us, Let us tell you about. We got new episodes of this podcast every Tuesday, Reviews Day. That's right. You can get Real Ones points every week by listening to this podcast wherever podcasts are popped out. Follow us there, subscribe to us there. You know the drill wherever you like to listen. And if you want to send in an absurd review like the ones we talked about, none as long as the pickleball review, please, unless it's super funny. Send it to reviewparty.com at gmail.com. Include your name so we can give you some credit for it.
If you want to send us some stuff in some other ways, guess what? Reviewparty.com, at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok. Or there's a different social media these days going under the name of X. And you can find us at Review Party Pod there, or go to our website, reviewparty.com. There's so much there. There's everything under the sun. There's all of our episodes. There's all the blog posts. There is the shop. There's Johnny 5. And a lot of blue.
A lot of blue there, dude. Kind of blew me away the first time I saw it. You've speedrun your little plugs already?
I just blazed through it.
Damn professional. Nosebleeds. They did our theme song. They didn't do our theme song. They did a song, and then we asked, "Can we play that song?
Can you hear that?
Can we use that?" And they're like, "Yeah," because they're so cool. Bread for Breakfast is that song. Check them out on Spotify. Nosebleeds, one word. Matt, we talked about Big Boy last week. We talked about Big Boy last week. I have a finisher for that very same Big Boy in Wisconsin from Jan B. Jan B writes, "This is not really a Big Boy. The decor is, but they only have 2 items from the original Big Boy restaurant. 2 items. Nice try, Chaz. 2 stars."
Who's Chaz?